مساء الخير عليكم، يا رب كلكم تكونوا بخير وسلام ومحبة، وتكون مصر أمنا بخير وسلام ومحبة. والمداخلة دي معلش أنا آسف لأنها هتبقى بالإنجليزي. دي مداخلة على البرنامج الأوروبي باللغة الإنجليزية، فأتمنى لو في أي حاجة حد يسألني وأنا هجاوب عليه بعد البث المباشر للمداخلة دي. هي مدة المداخلة حوالي نص ساعة. أتمنى حضراتكم تستمتعوا بيها. بحاول بقدر الإمكان أكون أخفف اللغة علشان حضراتكم تفهموا. كانت على البرنامج الأوروبي. اتفضل.
You're tuned to Radio Cairo. The town of studios is approaching 10:30 in the evening, and as we promised you, we're going to be looking at the terrorist attack that took place yesterday, the horrendous attack that's termed as the deadliest militant attack in Egypt's modern history tonight. And with me online is the expert on combating terrorism, international terrorism, Dr. Zakaria Salem. Dr. Zakaria, good evening.
Good evening, ladies. Thank you for to be with you on this good show.
So, thank you very much for agreeing at such a short notice to speak to us. Can I ask you please to put the volume down if you have the radio nearby?
No, I don't have any volume, any radio. I'm away.
Okay.
But I think I hear some echo.
Some echoes, yes. So it must be at our end.
Yeah.
So let's start by looking in detail at this horrendous act of terrorism that took place yesterday in El Arish. So it's the first of its kind operation in many ways, just like the Oasis one that took place last month. From the point of view of an expert, are we to expect a new kind of attacks from now on?
First of all, if we are talking about new kind of attack, I can disagree about this because we have it on the church, but in Al-Ab, we're facing another technique of terrorism. We're facing the people destroy all the thinking of the Egyptian on religion. The using some kind of a new technique to attack a prayer people. The new technique, they are using bomb, using machine gun, using 4 waves of terror, because they are starting by one shooting by bomb, second by RBJ, third by using the machine gun, attacking the people inside the mosque.
Yes, when we say the first of its kind, we more or less mean that it was the first one attacking using both artillery weapons and bombing.
No, my take on this accident, they using the bomb and the explosion and if we say the first as the number, we have a huge number of people. This number, if we put it on the all the history of the fundamentals and the tourists, we found it's a very big on the Egyptian history.
Yes. So, according to the statement that came out from the Prosecutor General's office, Nabil Sadiq, he said that the terrorists numbered between 25 and 30. They were carrying the Daesh flag, and they took up positions in front of the mosque door and its 12 windows with automatic rifles. Who do you think is really behind this attack? Is it the Daesh group, or is it any other militant Islamist militant organization?
If we are talking, if Daesh usually in any operation happens in every part of the world, Daesh automatically say we are. So Daesh, it's only some actors coming on the stage of the operation, and when they're holding the flag, that's not meaning they are Daesh, because if we are saying Daesh, that means the part of Sinai, the mosque and Bir al-Abd, they are Daesh living there, but I doubt of this. What I'm thinking, when they're holding the flag, that only because in the end of operation, every time they try to put the flag over the place to show and to take a picture.
So you mean it's Daesh claiming the responsibility, but it's not true? You think it's some other organization that's behind it?
Yes, because as I said before, in every talk show I was there, I said this work is intelligence service way, because they are very good trainer, very good knowing the area, very good study. They are study every part of the place. Even they are study how to destroy some cars, to making a closed road. If some, like the ambulance coming to help the people, they are closing the road by bombing some cars and put it on the road.
So when you say intelligence services are behind such attacks, and you're expecting that these are secret agents who took place rather than militants, this means you're implying that there are countries or states behind such attacks in Egypt?
Yes. President Sisi say in all of his speech talking about a country, about a state, about people, helping those people by training, by funding them, by helping them on the engine. So the president say by himself. So we are trusting our president on those people. They are countries behind them. Those countries, Egypt facing with Saudi Arabia, United Arab Emirates, Bahrain, about the Qatar, every part, the Qatarian doing all the best to make some problem on the street in Egypt.
Yes.
They are pushing,
I agree.
Pushing to have a problem to make our economy to having, after what we have in Sharm el-Sheikh, it was brilliant.
You mean the World Youth Forum?
Yes. Every people on the world talk about that.
Yes, yes, all points.
Yesterday, I'm sorry, after the accident yesterday, this was on social media and sending a message for the world, not just for religion or thinking or Daesh. No, they are sending a message, and we have the result of this on Paris. They are shut down Eiffel Tower because this accident.
Yes, I agree with you that it seems that all fingers point to Qatar, in Qatar's direction at this stage. But operations like this, like the one we saw last month, in the Oasis area, and this one, to most people, we think that Qatar is not qualified enough as a player. Most people and most analysts say it's not Qatar working alone.
No, Qatar, it's only, if we are talking about the actors, we have a lot of actors. Qatar only founding. Qatar only sending money. So the training and the intelligence service and the satellite photographs and the telephone, it's coming from Turkey.
Okay, so do you think that this operation comes in retaliation for, very late last week, before the weekend, there was this like a major arrest of an espionage ring?
Sorry, the voice is. I'm trying to hear the voice. I can hear some electric. I'm trying to
Yes, okay, so I'll try again. Do you think that this operation comes in retaliation for the arrest of the espionage ring?
Yes, of course. Of course, and you mean this operation will be held in all over the world or something like that?
No, I mean last week, if you remember, there was like 29 people were arrested because they were suspects of being part of an espionage ring. They were spying
on Bahira.
Okay.
On Bahira, this when we arrest 9 persons. Okay, and we killed 3 from the terrorists, and we find when the police searching on them home and them area, they found some kind of exploded. They call sorry, I'm trying to some kind only. The intelligence service using it. This kind only made on America and Israel. I'm sorry, C4, the call C4. They found it, and this is a small thing and very, very high damage.
Okay, Dr. Zakaria Salim, the expert on combating terrorism, will break for a minute, and we'll try to call you again because, again, I think that the sound quality is not really good. So we'll call you again, okay?
Okay.
Just in a minute.
Thank you.
احنا طبعا عشان الصوت ما كانش واضح، فعلشان كده حصل زي احنا وقفنا شوية علشان يظبطوا الصوت عندهم ونرجع نتكلم تاني. يا رب يكون صوتي واضح ليكم يعني، بس للأسف المداخلة بالإنجليزي. نعمل ايه يعني؟ قولولي بس وبس هيصلحوا الصوت ويكلموني يعني. هو شغال يعني، انا ممكن اقدمه بس ما تقلقوش، هتلاقوا الصوت بيسرع مزيكا. انا بسرع الصوت علشان نوصل نكمل المداخله. انا بسرعه عشان ما تقلقوش. ده مزيكة سوبرمان. انا راجع لكم تاني اهو.
And we're back again. With me on the line is Dr. Zakaria Salim, international expert on combating terrorism. Hello once again, Dr. Zakaria.
Hello, nice to meet you again. Nice to hear your voice.
Thank you.
I can hear you very good.
Yes, and I can hear you well too. So before the break, we were talking about terrorism, and we're talking about this horrendous operation that took place yesterday in Al Arish. You said already that this is the work of secret intelligence services, and nowadays we can see that terrorism is becoming a global issue. What are the root causes of the spread of terrorism, first globally and then here in the area or the region, as you said?
If we're talking about global, I think President Sisi, when he talked about the terrorism all over the world, he said this a global issue. And we can see this yesterday in London. I think we heard what's happening. We heard this in Paris. We heard this in Copenhagen. We heard this in all over the world.
Yes.
But the problem there, as we know, Daesh calling or contact people by using the internet. And these people, some of them, I'm not saying all of them, some of them, they have a psychological problem. So they involved in the Daesh and working on. We are talking now, I think, about Egypt. What we have to do? I think this is your question.
Yes, but first of all, you said that Daesh they're recruiting or they're radicalizing people through websites like Facebook, for example.
Yes.
But yet again, everything we're saying that this is the work of intelligence services. So they're not really people with psychological problems, are they?
No, they are. I mean, even the intelligence service working on those people.
So they're employing them.
They are. If we are talking about Facebook, if I'm one of the intelligence service, I'm talking with the other side. I'm talking with them about wrong chapters of Quran. I talk with him a wrong way of religion, and I give them a part from Holy Quran, and I push it in the front of him. He thinks this is right. And he working on it. So the intelligence service working on it and pushing the wrong idea to those people. They are choosing. They try to choosing the kind of people have a problem. Psychological. This is the first one. Second one, the man or the woman, he lost something in his life, like hopes, like studies, like etc., and he can end. In this time, to the person from this point, if he are not, or some people want to be working on the army and he not success, they are telling him, okay, you will come with us and will be Amir. So he think when he go to Daesh, he have something like this. Is the work of intelligence to let those people transfer them from this country to other country to kill the people.
Yes, which brings to mind a question. Now, I read like a week ago or 10 days ago that over 36,000 Daesh followers are fleeing Syria and Iraq because, of course, they're tightening the noose around them. And in most cases, they suspect or they expect these Daesh followers to go to Libya as a safe haven. So what can be done globally to stop the flow of such a big number of terrorists from one country to the other?
I said about this situation something like 1 year ago. When they start to sending the tourists from Turkey to Syria, and then they are pushing the Syrian go out from Syria and from Iraq to crossing the border, going to Greece, through Turkey. The Turkey authorization asked the people to destroy them passport because they want them put including those people a tourist inside Europe.
I mean, they go as refugees, but they're actually terrorists in disguise.
Including inside the refugees, including.
Yes.
So he sent those people there, and as I said before, the funding of the Qatarian to the money. So those people, if we focus on what's happening on Raqqa, on Abu Kamal, on Mosul, all those people going to north of the country. North of the country mean Turkey. So in this time, the airlines of Qatar and the training of Turkey take them and give them all the help and then transfer them to Libya.
Yeah. So
that's what happened. The problem, the world, what they can do. This is the main point. Give me from yesterday, we have only a message coming to Egypt. Only a message. Hi, we are sorry, what's happening, etc., etc., etc. But there is no cooperation.
You mean they're just condemning in words?
Yes.
Okay.
Just words. I need a cooperation. I need the intelligent satellite working over to helping us, because we asking a lot of weapons to attack the terrorists. We don't have it. We don't have it because Egypt try. Yesterday the president said we are fighting the terrorists alone. Nobody helping us.
Yes, we're fighting on behalf of the whole region, yes.
Nobody helping us. So the 100% they would going to transfer them to Libya, and in Libya there is a group called Al-Binyan al-Marsus. They are Muslim Brotherhood. They are waiting those people to training and to give them the money or the equipment or the weapons to starting for the other side.
Yeah, to start attacking on the Western front, you mean? Yes.
The West.
Yes.
The West, and I think last week we destroyed 10 cars.
Yes.
10 cars, including weapons. And this is not only the beginning. They are going to send in more and more and more. That means we have not only the army, not only the police, not only the intelligence, we need the people themselves.
Yes, exactly. What can we do as individuals? What can we do to collaborate together and uproot terrorism from Egypt, at least, not from the whole region?
First of all, I don't like if yesterday on Sinai, some of the Trabin and Trabin and Sawarka say they are going to having the weapon to going with the army to fight those people. I'm refusing this.
They announced that they are going to be avenging their own dead.
I say I refuse this action because I don't like to have the same situation happen in Syria and Iraq. Only the weapons, only the law on the hand of the government. Nobody else have this. So what I need on the other side, the people, how can they help? How can they help? They have, Egypt is a big country. Our border between Egypt and Libya is very big.
1,000 kilometers.
If we are using equipment, we need a lot of equipment. A lot of equipment. But the people living there, they will be the alarm for us. If we not training them just to push the loyalty to our country, they are Egyptian. If we are talking with them to be our eye on this area, or I think what we calling the blonde area, the area I cannot see.
The blind, you mean?
The blind area, I'm sorry. So we need, or we can using the balloon, because we can, aircraft or helicopter cannot be 24 hours on air. So we need some balloon over the border. Those balloons can take a picture take and they are very close and maybe faster than the satellite. So can sending a picture to to us, and from this picture we can see a long distance, and we can have the people they trying to cross the border.
Yes, so Dr. Zakaria Salem, international expert on combating terrorism, I've run out of questions. Is there anything I didn't ask you about you still want to share with us tonight?
To share what?
Any of your thoughts?
Songs?
Thoughts. Ideas on combating terrorism.
Idea. If I need to send my idea, or let me say I need to send advice to our Egyptians.
Please.
For all Egyptians, please understand we are of the war. We are not fighting local people or just somebody holding some machine gun. We are fighting countries. Our country, we don't have any place to move in there. Just our country, just our land. Please try to understand the situation now. Please open your mind. Please don't listen to the other, to the evil people. The people try to changing your mind about your country. Egypt will be a great all over time from the beginning until the end of the war.
Yes, Egypt, it's one of the oldest countries and oldest civilizations, and we've seen a lot, and we fought a lot of terrorism in the past, and ending on that very positive note, I think we're going to be combating terrorism just like we fought it back in the 90s, and we got rid of it, we uprooted it. So standing together will be strong enough to combat terrorism and to fight the war that you're saying that we're fighting against many countries, but this time it's on our own land.
In our own.
So thank you very much, Dr. Zakaria Salem, the international expert on combating terrorism. Thanks a lot for joining me this evening, and hopefully we'll speak again soon, but perhaps we'll be speaking about how we ended terrorism rather than how to end terrorism.
I hope so, and I am praying, and every Egyptian praying about those people lost their life when they are praying.
Thank you very much. Good night.
Good night. Bye.